What's up, Eastern Oregon and everybody tuning in? I told you we were going to have something special for Keeping It Clear with Cody Bowen. We are currently live, and we're in his patrol vehicle. We're on patrol in downtown LeGrand right now, live. Keeping It Clear with Cody Bowen, brought to you by Loveland Safe Ride. I mean, can't say enough good things about this thing that Kevin Loveland started about 20 years ago. They provide rides to people during big events in Union County. It's saved a ton of lives, and it's a great thing. Loveland Safe Ride right here in LeGrand in Union County. Yeah, Cody Bowen and I we're cruising. We got Benny in the back on a camera, and we're gonna go on calls for the next hour. We're gonna take your questions if you have them. I have my phone right here with the Facebook pulled up. If you have any questions, we'll answer them while we're driving around on patrol. Yeah, Cody, how's it going, dude?
Awesome. This is exciting. We each month we try and figure out something we're going to do and have a special guest. And we've always tried to highlight having a deputy or somebody that's a part of the sheriff's office. And there was nobody that we've gone through a lot of folks and let's do something different. So I thought before I was a cop, I used to love watching cops, and it was always entertaining. And once I became a cop, we watch cops and figure out what not to do. And so I thought, why not? Let's if we can make this happen, let's go in the patrol car. We're just gonna cruise around, and we're gonna stay central. So when I say central, I mean Central County. We have deputies out in Elgin, Union, and we have another deputy covering the county tonight. So we're going to be backing them up, going to some of their calls, seeing what's going on, and just kind of show you what it's like being in the patrol vehicle for those that have never been on a ride-along, or those that are interested in going a ride-along. Ride-along program is for anybody 16 and older. If you're interested in law enforcement career, or just interested in what some of your tax dollars go to, we always have a passenger seat open. Obviously, you have to clear a background check and come jump in the vehicle with us and check it out. So this will be exciting.
Yeah, this is cool, man. The way this came about, ladies and gentlemen, was I was laying in bed at 11:30 at night, and I hear my phone buzz. So I look over at it, and it's a text message from Cody saying, "Hey, we should do the Keeping It Clear with Cody Bowen show from the patrol vehicle, like cops." And I was like, "Yeah, we should. That would be cool." Cody, I just got a text from Loveland.
Oh,
so
nice.
If we want to head that way, I'll tell him that we're gonna come pay Loveland a visit. He's the sponsor of this. The Loveland Safe Ride is what sponsor. He says he has a gift for us.
Oh no. Tell him I'm not allowed to take gratuities, especially on live TV.
So we're gonna head to Loveland's, and we're gonna talk to Kevin real fast, because without Kevin, this doesn't happen. Loveland Safe Ride is what sponsors the Keeping It Clear with Cody Bowen show, and they do tremendous things for our community. We always talk about, we have no idea how many lives that program has saved, right? Because you can't really you can't count them.
No way to put a number on it.
Yeah, but a lot. I mean, just keeping people out from behind the wheel while drinking is so important. The numbers don't lie when it comes to drinking and driving, and Kevin started that after he'll tell the story. It was his friend was drinking and driving, and then the impact of that made Kevin start this program here in Union County, and it's a phenomenal program, and it's just done huge things for our community. And then he sponsors stuff like this, dude. Yeah. It's quite amazing,
Stuff like that. Without this small community is driven. The heart and soul of this community is our business owners and our entrepreneurs and contractors. I mean, all those guys that give back to the community, where their kids are growing up, or they have family, or they just want to be a contributing member to the community. Loveland's a prime example of why some of our sports programs have the gear that they have the facilities that they have the the transportation, the sports fees. I've had donors in this community that literally have a student athlete that can't afford to pay their there's people that step up and provide that extra few dollars here and there that totally give back to the community.
Absolutely. You want to know something? If you would have asked me like 25 years ago if I ever thought I would be riding in a cop car with Cody Bowen, it wouldn't have been in the front seat.
No. We've been looking at each other like, what'd you do?
Yeah. Like, here we are, you're driving, and I'm sitting, and we're doing a show that we've been doing this show for a year.
Yeah.
More than a year.
Yeah.
Actually.
It's been, yeah.
We started it right after you got elected. So,
Yep.
so when did you take over as sheriff?
2021. So January of 2021. No, excuse me, January of 2020. So my bad. Yeah, 2021 is when I took office.
So we're coming up on a year.
Yep.
This will be. This is probably like episode 11.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah.
And here we are. I mean, we're on patrol. This is the first for Yo Live too. Like doing this live in a vehicle. Like, it's quite cool actually. I mean, it's something new for us, and I mean, it looks like it's going good. I'm checking on Facebook. your mom commented, Mary.
Oh, geez.
She said that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. If you guys have any questions about anything that's going on in Union County with the Union County Sheriff right now, we're taking questions too. I'm watching the feed live, so feel free to write it there, and I'll ask Cody, and we'll get the question answered. Right now, we're on our way to Loveland's funeral home. We're also on duty right now. I mean, we're responding to calls for the next hour, and we're gonna take your questions right here live, and we're just, we're doing our thing. Loveland's got a gift for us. He's the sponsor of this Keeping It Clear with Cody Bowen, Loveland's Safe Ride, and we're gonna head by there, and then we're just going out on patrol duty. I might have to shine a flashlight at somebody or something.
There goes one of our dispatchers right there, Sharice.
One of the Union County dispatchers right there.
Yeah, out getting her steps in, got her headphones on, dedicated. She just recently, they had a pedometer challenge.
I saw that on Facebook.
She's the winner right there. I don't know how many steps she got, but that lady right there, she walks and walks and walks.
Jay Britton says, gee, I wish I could get a ride along. Jay, you can. All you gotta do is sign up. You got a connection too. Like, this seat's nice and warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now we are currently headed to Loveland Funeral Home, and we're gonna get out. We're gonna talk to Kevin Loveland for a minute, and he's gonna talk a little bit about why he sponsors this. The theme music from Cops, Kelsey, we got it. I mean, I posted it on my story, and I mean, we got it. And I told him it was like Bad Boys, but I'm Mike Lowry.
Mike Lowry. Oh, trust fund baby right here with me. Yeah. Does the whole cop thing for fun. I don't know.
Well, not. I mean, I'm on duty right now too. Just
right.
Not on the same kind of duty.
Yep.
I'll tell you guys a funny story before we get to Loveland's here. Cody, he was like, we were talking a couple of days ago about this, and he's like, if I get in trouble, man, you guys run. He's like, you guys, you don't have any responsibility. He's like, if you gotta run. I'm like, dude, there's cameras. I'm not running, man. Like, what? You know how bad that would look if you were getting beat up and I just ran, or something bad happened, like, and you just see big old Dodgy just running away like, geez, Bennett film. All right, we're pulling up to Loveland's right now. We're gonna get out. We'll switch to the other camera, and I told Kevin we were on our way, so just park right out front here.
All right.
I think we can park, and then we can go out and give his sign a little bit of love. I think. Yeah, there we go. For sure. Give him. Kevin Loveland Safe Ride is the sponsor of this, and yeah, we just kind of incorporated this little stop into our patrol today, and I hope he's right there. Yeah, flash him, light him up. Maybe he'll know we're here. So we're going to get out, and we're going to talk to Loveland. So right now we are at Loveland Funeral Chapel, and Kevin Loveland, he's the reason why this show happens. He's going to come out and join us right now. It's kind of dark. Let's go over here by these lights.
Oh, hi guys.
Hey. What's up?
What's going on?
Oh, what is that?
I heard you guys were going for a ride along, so I wanted to make sure that you had donuts.
Yes.
Sir.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Yes, I know you.
That's
I know
awesome.
you can't issue a get out of jail free card, but I
Right,
thought
right,
a donut.
Yes, yes.
I mean, a donut.
And it's
Hey,
less
buddy.
than 50
Hey,
bucks,
dude.
so I'm good.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Absolutely. Well, how's it going?
Good. So Loveland Safe Rides is the reason why we have this show. Cody and I had this vision, and we needed a sponsor. Somebody's got to help pay for it, and Kevin stepped up with Loveland Safe Rides, and I'll let him tell you guys a little bit about that. I'm going to stand close to you so you can use my mic.
Oh, I'm using a microphone?
You're using the one on me.
You guys are both bigger than me.
Yeah. We might have to strap him up and take him downtown.
Yeah. Am I legal? Am I good?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably not.
No. Well, by the way, thank you for even contacting me and letting me be a part of this program. So the Loveland Safe Ride entire program came about from a very, very challenging part of my life where my best friend was killed in 1997. And I got here to LeGrand, and he was a funeral director, and it was a sad day. He was drinking and driving. He knew better, but he chose to do it, and he lost his life. And so I got here to LeGrand, and I decided I wanted to make a difference and kind of honor Brett's life. And so we started a program, and I did it the first year I was here in 1999, and I gave the rides. And I quickly realized that wasn't going to work. The reason being is everybody wanted to talk to me, and I was too rude to tell people that they had to get out because I had to go pick up somebody else. So I got really behind in the rides, and we quickly realized that we wanted somebody else to run the program, and Jerry Hopkins was kind enough to volunteer to take over the program in the year 2000, and my gosh, we've given well over 100,000 rides, and
Crazy.
we're really proud of the program. And we took something really, really sad, and we turned it into something really special. And the program means a lot to me. And just like these guys know, the police officers all have our driver's cell phones, and they know that they can call us anytime when we're out driving, and we just get people home safely. We don't ask questions like these guys do. We don't ask people how old they are. We just get them home safely, because that's our primary goal.
How many years? What would this year be? 23rd year?
It actually will be.
And
yes.
What's your next big event? What's the next event?
It'll be New Year's.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. We will have drivers running all around, and it is absolutely amazing the cooperation that we have from all of the car dealerships. And hopefully I don't leave any out. We've got Legacy Dodge, Legacy Ford, Goss Motors, and now we've got the other guys that are helping us out. So we used to do our own vehicles, we used to rent vehicles, and now the dealerships are all donating. We've had help in the past from the Victims Impact Panel, which is through the District Attorney's Office. And this started years ago, way back when the program had a bunch of money in it. And now the program has very little money in it to help us out, because these guys are giving a lot less DUIs because people are taking the ride home. And actually, I shouldn't say that. The next event will be the Festival of Trees this weekend. That's coming up.
Oh, okay. Festival of Trees.
And we normally don't give a lot of rides for that, but we have the program available. If somebody drinks too much and needs a ride home, we make sure we get them home safely. We try to do it at the majority of the nonprofit events where alcohol's being served. And people can also call us up, and we can hook them up with a driver if they want to do like a private event. It's not anything we make money on. It's just something that people can do to get everybody home safely. We normally have them supply their own vehicles, and that works really well too, at getting people home safe from weddings.
Awesome.
So.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you.
Well, you're
Cody and I
welcome.
both. I mean,
My God.
You're a big reason why we get to do this show, Loveland Safe Ride, man. And this is a first for us for EO Live. A camera in a car, cameraman mobile like this. We're live right now.
Oh, we're live?
We're live.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. All right.
Yeah, there's no editing happening right now. We are live right now.
Have you pulled anybody over?
No, we're going to do that right now.
Oh, absolutely. Do you want me to speed out of here? No, because then you'd have to write me a ticket because we're being videotaped.
Right?
So, yeah. I'll be
Well,
going.
we appreciate you, man.
Well, you guys
we
too.
appreciate you.
Have a great time tonight. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, Loveland Safe Ride.
Yep, there's your dinner.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you guys.
Yeah, take care, Kevin. Thank you. All right, we're back in the car. We're on duty. I mean, like I said, we'll take your questions live if you have them. Make sure I don't get my cord hung up here. We'll take your questions live. We're gonna just ride around and basically patrol for the next hour or so.
At least we've got some decent roads, some weather.
Yeah, I mean, it was icy the other day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Slick.
It's not bad today.
Yeah. A lot of our motor vehicle accidents, whether on the freeway or in town, you know, it's this time of year.
Absolutely.
The conditions change in a heartbeat, and you know, sometimes folks get in a hurry or forget, you know, especially with the first real bad storm, you know, you forget, you plan your stops a little bit better. You need to slow down through the turns, and it catches people off guard.
Can you check to make sure you can switch off the mic?
It's on.
It's on?
It's on. It might be covered up here.
It says it's on.
Okay.
Is he not coming through?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once again, thanks to Loveland Safe Ride, man. Without them, we aren't doing this.
Right.
We're live right now, so the whole point of this show is you know, it's called Keeping It Clear for transparency. So we want you guys to ask questions, and I'll ask them to Cody right here while we drive around and patrol, and he can answer while he's, you know, driving here. So somebody's got to break the ice. I mean, I guess I'll ask you the first question like I usually do.
Right.
How's things going? What's
Good.
new?
Really good. We've got you know, as far as the office wise, as far as patrol and staff, we just hired a full-time corrections deputy. We hired two, actually. One's in the middle of a background process right now. But we hired Caden Chandler Green. I don't remember him from high school or not.
I do. I know Caden.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was a reserve. He was a cadet for us. Of course, I met him in high school when I was SRO, and recognized him as, you know, somebody that would be a great person to retain in this community. But regardless, so we hired him on. He goes, his first full day is tomorrow. He starts back in the jail as a corrections deputy, so I'm really excited about that. We hired another young man by the name of Donovan as a reserve corrections deputy. He used to play baseball for EOU here. And yeah, so I mean, staffing wise, we're looking good there. I can always, you know, I never have enough deputies on patrol. You know, I'll tell you that for sure. I never have enough deputies back in the jail, but for the funding that we have right now, we're at full staff. So that's good. That's a good feeling. You know, it's nothing worse than when somebody gets sick or gets hurt and can't fulfill their shift, and then you're scrambling trying to figure out how you're going to do it. You know,
Right.
a lot of folks don't know. I mean, but our jail obviously is a 24 hours a day, 7-day a week facility where we have to, irregardless of what's going on anywhere else, it has to be manned. It has to be staffed.
Right.
It's one of the few county positions that has to be going 24/7. So
Thanks.
I'm excited about that.
Benny, how are we doing on mic for Cody? Because I got a message on Facebook saying that he's breaking up bad.
We had to switch to the GoPro for audio, but
Okay, so we're good though. We're good on mic for Cody. So am I on audio on the GoPro too?
yeah.
So I need to speak up.
Yeah, the audio. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you guys watching, let us know too how the audio is. We just switched to a different audio source. Cody and I and Bennett on the camera, we're on patrol in, what'd you call it, Central?
Yeah, this will be what we call Central. So the middle of the county, if you will, where the majority of folks are at right at this time of night. We're almost 6 o'clock, and folks are headed home from work. We have deputies covering North County, South County, and then we have another deputy that is covering the whole county. So we're going to remain central just in case anybody gets a call or needs assistance. It'll keep us, centrally located where we can respond to it as, hopefully the fastest.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we're on Island City Strip right now. I'll bet you this is a first in Union County.
I would think so.
I mean, it has to be.
I would think so.
We've never done a live stream from a vehicle like this moving around. I know EO Live hasn't, so I mean this has to be a first. What an honor. I mean, Cody Bowen and I in the front seat of his patrol vehicle patrolling LeGrand. I mean, and Bennett in the back on the camera. BC's back at the studio running the board, and we're basically just cruising around waiting for a call. We're basically like a ride along. What do you call it? A ride along?
Yeah, ride along.
We switched audio sources, and Jamie says that we're loud and clear now. We do need people to ask questions, though. I mean, I can come up with questions all night, but part of this show is the transparency, and we like it when you guys get involved and ask Cody questions about what's going on in Union County, especially for like the sheriff's department. He wanted to be super transparent during his run as the sheriff in this county, and this is part of how he's doing that. Let me see. I gotta. Yeah. Oh, your daughter said this is dope for Union
My
County.
daughter.
Tori.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
Tori.
yeah.
I like to, always be up on the new slang, so my kids keep me up to date.
Dope's not that.
Dope's not new. Yeah, yeah.
No, lit and like no cap and that kind of stuff. It's like that's the stuff that confuses me. Like no cap. Where does that come from? Like I know what it means because I have kids, but it means like not lying, no cap. It's the truth. But where does that come from, for crying out loud?
Apparently, our words weren't good enough.
No,
Our couldn't just carry on through the generation of. Yeah.
It's
Radical.
Radical.
Yeah.
Totally radical, dude. So we're on patrol. We're in Union County. I mean, we're out on the city strip right now. We're cruising for about the next 45 minutes or so, and we're gonna respond to calls if there are any. And I mean, I hope we at least get a couple, and so we can kind of show you what Cody does and what Union County sheriffs do.
Yeah, and that, going back to the campaign and transparency, law enforcement across the nation, there was a lot of questions about, what goes on behind scenes and why aren't people being transparent and talking about this stuff, and, it only seems to come to light when it's, national media. So part of doing this and doing this show is to engage the average citizen to show them exactly what goes on, what we do. We talk about why we do things, and kind of just give you an idea, behind the scenes, if nothing else, of what goes on. And this is just another tool, another awesome way to do that.
we got a comment.
Comment.
And then we also have a question.
All right.
Sean Johnson said, if you two were really working hard, you'd be stuffing your faces with those donuts. More working and less messing around, fellas.
Later. That's when we go off camera.
And then Tony Humphreys, you know him.
Oh yeah, Deputy
Sheriff
Humphreys.
Bowen, do you miss patrolling night shift?
Oh man, I tell you, I do. I miss, and I think we were just having this conversation the other day, but nights is when the fun stuff happens. Day shift, you're call to call with the stuff that I don't want to say it's boring and tedious, but it's part of the job. But it's the nighttime is when
the freaks come out at night.
When the crazy stuff happens at night. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I miss patrolling, man, for sure. But fortunately, like tonight, we have great staffing, great deputies that I can afford me to, I don't have to focus on the office stuff. I can come out and do this stuff every once in a while, and then when I am in depth in the meetings and the emails, we have great people that I don't have to worry about or babysit or micromanage.
That's good. Pretty much every time I call you or text you, you're in a Zoom or something. Yeah. And that might just be you're out, but I don't think it is.
No.
I think you're really in a Zoom or some kind of meeting.
We definitely, it's definitely been a change of pace for me as far as, I definitely miss the patrol and being with the kids and being in the schools. And it's a whole new aspect for me. The administration part of this job and the I hate to say it, but the political side of this job, me being, nonpartisan, if you will. There's a lot of folks that say I'm, very conservative or Republican or, whatever that may be. But when it comes to my job as sheriff, I provide a service to everybody. I don't care what you're affiliated with or who you are, and it doesn't weigh on my decisions when it comes to public safety. I have this platform to speak for the majority of Union County citizens and residents, and if anybody knows me, they know that if I have something on my mind, you're going to hear about it. And and I take pride in that. I don't want to. I'm not a politician by any means. I know I'm an elected official, but I don't dance in the gray area. If you got an answer coming to you, I'm going to give it to you. And we might not see eye to eye on some of that stuff, but know that I'm a straight shooter, and I'm not going to dance in that political gray area by any means.
Yeah. Jim Mullerstrom says I'm the sheepdog.
Big Mo.
Big Mo. He says Dodzy being sheepdog. Tony Humphrey says we appreciate you as a working sheriff. Jay Britton says, I have a question. Just wondering, what do officers look for when patrolling? Traffic violations, checking businesses, suspicious people?
Yeah, and all of that stuff. We don't have a lot of time to focus on traffic violations. In fact, the state's kind of tied our hands as far as what we can and what we can't do as far as patrol initiating a stop. So that's kind of cut back on some of our patrol, tail light infractions or headlight infractions, which ultimately are safety issues. But we don't have a lot of time to do that. So yeah, we are definitely trying to take care of the businesses at night, kind of be that watchful eye over everything. We definitely, if we see people out and about, we want to stop and talk to them and see what's going on. There's a lot of crime prevention that's done simply by us out here being on patrol and driving through the neighborhoods and people seeing law enforcement. There's a big a safer feeling, if you will, that when somebody sees a law enforcement vehicle in their neighborhood and knows that we're out here, they might sleep a little better, they might feel a little safer, and most of the time that doesn't just go for the people that aren't breaking the law. The folks that break the law as well. Oh, that was a good bump.
That was a great one.
The folks that are out breaking the law, they see us the same, and they recognize that, maybe not tonight. So.
Right. We're live right now in Cody Bowen's patrol car, or patrol truck. We're on duty. We're doing a ride along for the Keepin' It Clear with Cody Bowen show. It's a show that Cody and I came up with about transparency. It's sponsored by Loveland Safe Ride. He hooked us up with some donuts for our journey. We're out here on the back side of the car lots coming off of what road is that? Cove Avenue.
Yeah.
We're coming back out towards Island City Strip. We're taking calls. We haven't got any calls yet. We haven't found any, anything suspicious, but we're out here for about the next, half an hour, 40 minutes, and we're also taking your questions. That's what this show is all about. We got a good amount of people watching, so feel free to ask questions. Lee Wright says he likes to see officers in Island City. Great job. Which, yeah, I mean, it should be, I like the presence in downtown. I see Union County sheriffs, everywhere, and it does actually make people feel a little more comfortable. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It makes criminals feel a little less comfortable. Right? Absolutely. So it's like kind of that, it works both ways in that sense. This show that we're doing, we're coming up on a year of doing this show, and this is a first right here, having a live camera in the car with us while we're driving around on patrol. I doubt very many like small towns like this have ever done anything like this. Maybe like bigger cities, cops, whatever, but this has got to be a first for like a rural county sheriff's office for sure. Yeah. And we'll continue to take your questions right here. Cody, when it came to, we got to bring it up because people keep commenting about it. Actually, here we go. Blake Schwabauer, pardon the pronunciation. He wants to know, what's the craziest thing you've seen while patrolling?
Oh man, the craziest thing. Well, I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of not a lot of normal things that we see out here while we're patrolling. But crazy things, I'll be honest with you, they come and go. And what I thought was crazy, my first year or two, is normal everyday stuff now. The stuff that, I'll tell you, the stuff that bothers me or cuts the deepest, if you will, is our kids, our children. As a law enforcement officer, we go into some homes and we deal with some situations that are unfathomable to some folks. And when I think of crazy, I think of child neglect and that type of stuff. And that's, I would say those are some of the craziest things that I've seen. Here recently we had a robbery out at one of our local gun stores. And for that to happen in one, that was pretty crazy. But what instilled throughout that pursuit, with the bad guys shooting at my deputies, right. That's something that it's hard to understand. You don't even the deputy at the moment didn't realize he was actually being shot at, and didn't realize it until his car was disabled. But you see all the stuff going on. It's not something that the human mind is trained to see or to comprehend or to understand. So, and I know that happens in some of the bigger cities, all the time. Getting shot at and being a cop is something that comes with the job. But out here in rural Eastern Oregon, it's not something that you expect on a day-to-day basis. When we prepare for it all the time. What are you going to do if this happens? What are you going to do if this happens? Your mind's constantly going. Yeah.
But you don't necessarily expect it.
You don't expect it, for sure. Yeah.
Jamie Minarich says, I love your presence at county and city events. It shows you and your department truly care. I know the kids love seeing you guys too. And Kelsey Whitty has a question. I'll ask as soon as you listen to this.
No, we're good.
We're good?
Yep.
She says, can you talk about how Oregon laws have made it difficult/impossible to stop drug problems around here? We get this question every month.
We do.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You can
measure 110, and I'm not afraid to talk about it.
She said other than measure 110.
Other than measure 110. All right. So, other than measure 110, I will say that the normalcy of drugs in our community, the acceptance of drugs in our community, has played just as much part in the amount of drug use and overdoses that we see. We have, it's very frustrating times for law enforcement, but, criminals, the state of Oregon has taken a different path as far as when it comes to holding people accountable. We don't hold criminals accountable, period. And, that's frustrating for us in law enforcement to go provide a service, take care of a victim, hold somebody accountable, and then the system, whether that's the judge or the DA, who's honestly most of the time their hands are tied, they're released back on the street within days. You know, it's frustrating, but you know, we keep going. You know, Kelsey's has an intimate knowledge of this field, and you know, she hears the stories and the frustrations and the concerns, you know, on a front level, and it's no different from town to town, but it's frustrating at times. It really is.
Okay, so we're still patrolling. I mean, we're on Adams. Maybe the criminals heard we were doing this.
They're probably watching us.
Yeah, they're like, let's tune in here, and then we'll know exactly where. Like, we ain't gonna break no laws. We ain't gonna speed tonight. We ain't gonna be on TV. No way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll explain to you guys how that'll happen if we do do a stop. Bennett and I will stay in the vehicle. Cody will go and do the stop, and he won't have his mic on. There will be no audio. And then if the person decides they want to be on TV and come back here and talk to us, then they'll be presented with the opportunity to do that if they want to. Crystal LeGrand, I'm fogging up my window over here.
I told you gotta leave a little heat on, little heat.
Yeah, Crystal LeGrand. What's the absolute best thing community members can do to show their support?
What was that? One more time.
What is the absolute best thing community members can do to show their support?
You know, honestly, it's as simple, Crystal, as if it is Crystal. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Crystal. Yeah.
If it's simple as, you know, saying hi to a law enforcement officer, waving as we go by. Just little things like that, you know, reaching out and saying thank you and we appreciate you. You know, support comes in all different forms. It doesn't just have to be, you know, a funding stream or a donation or something like that. You know, simple support can just be from the average citizen saying, hey, thank you, I appreciate what you're doing. Is there anything I can do for you? You know, and you know, we have people, and I'm sure some of you have seen it on TV and stuff. I mean, we have people that will pull over that, you know, that want to get out and pray with us. You know, they want to bring a warm meal, or they want to take us into their home or show us something they're excited about. And, you know, that's the stuff that makes this job worthwhile. Is you know, it's a thankless job. You know, we're not always looked at as the nice guys or the friendly guys, and we're slowly, you know, one department at a time, we're changing that culture and showing folks. So the more involvement you can be, come out, have ride-alongs, ask for a tour of the facility, just be a part of it. Let us know that you're concerned, that you care. Share your concerns, share your cares. Any questions that you have or comments, you know, anything like that. You know, we try to be as approachable as possible, and we want that feedback. Without your feedback, you know, I don't know what's going on out there. I don't know if we're doing the right thing, if we're doing the wrong thing. So, you know, all feedback is welcome. It definitely won't fall on deaf ears, but just being supportive alone, anywhere from, you know, a kind word to a wave going down the road helps a lot. So
we're still on patrol. We haven't got any calls yet. Come on, people, break the law or something. No, I'm not encouraging that. If we don't get any calls, that would actually be the best thing, right? I mean, that means that people are, you know, not breaking the law. This transparent show, I'll talk about it a little bit more. We started it, I mean, it was like right when Cody got elected. I was like, hey, you know, what do you think about this? And Cody, you know, thought about it, and we did some brainstorming, and we came up with this idea. And then it kind of just, it's morphed into a monthly show that's sponsored by Loveland Safe Ride. Kevin Loveland helps pay for this, and it's turned into a pretty cool thing. And now we're taking it to a different level. Like, we're out patrolling live, and I mean, I'm looking at your guys' comments. I'm watching the Facebook feed. Hunter Johansson said, "We seen you guys and waved."
Did we just drive by you, Hunter?
My Facebook feed's breaking up a little bit. It might be my phone, though.
I think actually we can roll in here and we can look see that
that's a cop.
That's a cop.
Whoa.
We got the city PD.
We're gonna pull them over.
Looks like they're taking a break.
What's going on with the Facebook feed here?
Uh-oh, we lost it.
Benny, are we good on your end?
Yeah.
Because look on here.
Pull these guys. Look at them. They're coming out all smiley. Hey, what's going on?
Tell them they're on camera.
Hey, by the way, you're live on EO
You're
Live.
on camera right
I
now.
was already watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, you were watching it.
I
Good,
was.
good.
Yeah.
We ain't getting no action, man.
Well, let's go do something.
Right? We could go to the lift assist and help there.
Well, it says they're losing
No,
us,
thanks.
Benny.
They're losing us.
Yeah, it might just be where we're at.
Yeah, Brent says we're in a spotty place.
We're in a spotty
Okay.
place.
We got to go because the
We gotta
signal's
roll.
cutting out, fellas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to see you
Hey,
guys.
scream if you need anything.
Yeah.
I'll cover you if you need it.
All right.
we're getting out of this area because apparently it's a spotty Wi-Fi area. We're back with audio at least. Hunter Johansson says, "Oh, there we go. We're coming
There we
in
go.
much better now."
There we go.
Still broke up, Jay. I think we're getting back into range now. I don't know exactly why there just must be a dead spot out there. Hunter Johansson says, "Tell Cody he would like a ride along one day." We're back on. We're
All right. Good.
Keeping it clear with Cody Bowen. Brought to you by Loveland Safe Ride. We're out patrolling, and we just talked when we were broke up. We stopped and talked to a couple of the city officers, and they already knew we were live. They were watching.
Not doing their
That's
job.
awesome. Like keeping an eye on the old sheriff. We're patrolling downtown. Well, you call it Central,
Yeah.
because we got a deputy out north and south, and then a deputy covering the whole area, and then Cody's just an add-on deputy for tonight. Yeah, we're cruising around, waiting for a call. Maybe gonna, if we get a call. Hunter says, as someone who wants to go into law enforcement, how do you get into it? There's a question for you.
Yeah, that is a good question, Hunter, and especially for the younger kids, younger adults that are, looking into it. It's tough because you can't be a law enforcement officer until you're 21. So there's that gap right after high school, and then college maybe, or not even college. Finding a career and then losing track of your goal. I would encourage you to be as involved as possible, bud. Ask to go do ride-alongs, that type of stuff. That'll give you a really good idea, a front row seat of, if this is something you want to do for sure or not. Stay in school, obviously get good grades, do the best you can there. I wouldn't necessarily encourage anyone to say that you have to go to college to become a law enforcement officer. Get out and get some real world experience. Learn a trade, do something that you can relate to the average citizen, the everyday person. Get a little bit of life experience under your belt, and that'll help a lot for sure.
Justin Rock says, "What's up, boys?" What's up, Justin?
Justin, our new mayor for LeGrand.
Yeah.
Congratulations
Crazy,
on that.
man. Like another one. where
Another
you're
one.
You're like, oh yeah. 25 years ago, if you asked me, would Doddsy be riding in the front seat with Cody, and with him as the sheriff and Justin Rock being the mayor-elect, I would have been like, no. Lee Wright wants a ride along. He will talk you, dude. You won't get a word in. Lee, if you went on a ride along with Cody would not. I mean, he wouldn't even hear the radio. You'd be talking so much. Hunter says, "Thank you, Cody." Lee'll talk your ear off, boy. He's one of my favorite people. That dude can talk.
Yeah, we encourage the ride-alongs though. If anybody's interested in it, all it takes is going up to the law enforcement office, whether that's LeGrand or the sheriff's office or even Oregon State Police. It's filling out a form, background check, and then approval from administration. And then it's a matter of just simply getting out and getting in the car and doing it, man. I tell you what, I went on my first ride along with Steve Rogers when he was a city police officer, and we parked. There was a subject with a warrant in it's Benchwarmers, but it wasn't Benchwarmers back then. I don't remember what it was called.
It had to have been Benchwarmers.
Was it Benchwarmers?
Yeah. Well, Benchwarmers has been there since I was a kid.
Yeah, maybe it was Benchwarmers, but I think they were in the one right next door.
Long Branch?
The Long Branch. They were in the Long Branch in the back. Anyways, officers went in the front, and I sat in the passenger seat of the patrol car in the alley out back, and they went through the front, and they ended up chasing this subject out the back, and they ended up tackling him right on the hood of the car that I was sitting in. And I couldn't have been but, maybe 12, 13, maybe 14 years old. And boy, I was hooked. I was hooked.
Bad boy. We still haven't got any calls yet. 6:21. I think Cody put us on the easy night. He didn't want us to have to work tonight. We just get donuts and that's it.
That's okay.
I'm not
That's okay.
Dude, no. I am not complaining one bit.
Yeah.
Traffic around here dies at about 7.
It does.
Like if you go downtown 7 o'clock on a weekday in LeGrand, there's nobody. It's crazy, dude. Even on the weekends, do you remember when we were kids how many people would be out on the weekends downtown? I mean,
well, that's back when we
everybody
cruised.
and their dog would be cruising. Yeah, everybody.
Blowing their ears out with their loudspeakers.
Yeah, or their loud exhaust and people fighting in the Safeway parking lot. I mean, that's where you went. That was like the battle rink. Lee Wright says the guys in uniform in LeGrand do a great job. I agree. We're out on Island City Strip now. It's a quiet night in the big. Not much going on around here. Like,
nope.
But we're patrolling. We're looking. Guys, we're right at an hour. We stopped and we talked with Kevin Leveland Safe Ride. We didn't get any calls, unfortunately. Hey, Dana. Leveland Safe Ride. Let me tell you about that one more time before we get out of here. Yeah, the things that they do for this county when it comes to the events, keeping drunk drivers off the roads, giving people rides, it's remarkable.
Yeah.
Really is.
That's a good word. Yeah.
We answered some questions. We didn't get any calls, unfortunately, but we'll get this perfected. This was the first time having it live in a vehicle, and if that's if you don't have anything else, we'll get out of here. Cody.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll maybe pick a Friday night or a Saturday night, maybe one of these nights, and go at it hard.
Absolutely. Keeping it clear with Cody Bowen. We appreciate you.